So I got a new question, and the person asks, if I can be fully at bliss and at peace with no matter what is, and nothing in the outside world really matters, why even get out of bed and go to work or do training or do anything when I can just lie around and do nothing all day? You see, you have been conditioned. You have been educated by a system that is doing a lot of things without consent. That means you started to associate activities with something, with a feeling of I have to do it, or else I'm going to be punished. You have to fit in, even though it doesn't feel natural, or else you will be punished. You have to complete the task without consent, or else you're going to be punished. Humans are doing a lot of things without consent because they feel that they're going to be punished if they are not doing it. And because of this system, because of this education, because of this conditioning, because of this pattern, you start to feel that if nothing really matters, if there's no meaning, if you can just have a happy feeling, when you can just feel content without having to achieve it, that means contentment is something that is free, right here, without having to achieve it. If that is possible, then why should we even do anything? Why not just stay in bed all day? So you see, we associate doing with something that we don't want to do actually, which is mad. Because when you look at children, they don't have to do the things they do because they fear that they're going to be punished when they're not doing it. They are grateful that there is the opportunity to do something. They hate sleeping. I was a child. I hated sleep. I wanted to stay awake. I wanted to do all kinds of things, all day long, all night long. Sleeping was so unuseful. I was always playing and doing a lot of stuff, and most children are like that. But when we grow up and we are being conditioned, we stop doing the things that we like to do, and we feel that we have to do the stuff that we have to do without consent, and then we start to feel like my whole life is one story of misery, but if I'm not participating, I'm going to be punished, so I'm depressed and miserable and I have absolutely no energy. But if I don't participate, I'm going to be punished. And that's what we call a grow up. Grow up, become an adult. But when you can find your true self, you see that you are the one that's witnessing, so you find out that who you are is actually full of energy, and the feeling of contentment is there, and there's a sense of peace always. Then you're like, why should I even get out of bed? If you follow this, if you keep on seeing who you are the witness, you're never touched by the world, then automatically you are going to receive the same energy that you have received when you were a child. And you can't stay in bed all day because you have a lot of energy. It's not the kind of energy that you're getting from sleep. It's not a kind of energy that you're getting from food. It is a different quality of energy. It is an energy that you're getting from yourself, from your source. it makes you want to be creative. There is a spark of creativity activated that was there when you were a child. And then you want to do things. You are being creative, intelligent. Intelligence is activated. You're no longer a robot. You're no longer mechanical. Your roboticness starts to vaporize. And then your real life starts to emerge from below. And all of a sudden you feel like you want to do stuff. There cannot be beauty if there is meaning. If there is a lot of meaning, that implies that there is a goal in the future that needs to be accomplished because there is the dream and the hope that it will be better then, because I need my better future. I need my hope and meaning in the better future because I feel the present moment is not good enough. And therefore I will always try to chase this thing. And actually I'm just coping. I'm coping all the time because I don't want to look at the fact that actually right now I don't feel good. That actually I'm always doing stuff just out of fear. All that I do is I'm doing it out of fear. Therefore I become a Christian. I hope that there is a heaven after this life, and then I will get my, reward for suffering for a whole life. There's the dream, the hope. So just look at what is right now. See that everything that you're doing is just being done because you're scared. And there's no meaning. You just project meaning onto life because you're coping. And then you can find your true self and see that there is contentment available for free without having to do anything for it. Then when you take your time and abide in this contentment, you see that you want to do stuff. You're no longer doing stuff because you are full of fear. It does not come from a state of lack. It comes from a state of fulfillment. You want to do stuff. You want to give because you're already full. And also someone asked me, how can we live in this world, where we have to constantly worry about money, survival, and also stay on the path of awakening? Now, these are not two different paths, in my opinion. Because whatever you're doing right now, whoever's watching this video, whatever you're doing right now to survive, just keep on doing it. You don't have to change anything about it. Because you can just stay as the witness in whatever circumstance you're in right now. Just close your eyes and don't go anywhere with your attention, and just see that thoughts are being seen, emotions are being seen, sensations are being seen, and there's this witness, this unchanging witness. As you're working, or maybe you just, when you can just be for yourself for 5 minutes, rest, take your time to simply be without your phone, and simply be, and look that you're not what is seen. Everything that you can observe, you're free from this. Whatever you're able to observe does not have you in its grasp. And when you're abiding in this, when you know knowingly, you're not trying to control anything, but you know who you are, and you get a new sense of energy. And then all of a sudden, almost mysteriously, what happens is that life or existence or the universe is starting to cooperate with you. You get a new sense of energy that does not come from sleep or food. That means it is not problematic. You're not tired. You're not caught up in thinking. You're not a heavy person. You are able, you have the energy to do whatever it needs to be done right in this moment right now. And you're all also being in this frequency of abundance, which means that the whole existence will serve you. So you will be on the right path without having to control the path. So what was the question again? You can be fully at bliss and peace. Nothing has to matter. Nothing in the outside world really matters. But you still want to get out of bed. You still want to show your love and affection and care about what happens. Because you now finally have the energy, because nothing really matters. See, because nothing matters, you have the energy that is necessary to really participate in the world as someone that has the necessary energy to really care. When you are a heavy person and all you have is this meaning, all you have, your engine, your source of energy is just this carrot in front of your face. That's the meaning. You see, actually you don't want to go on, you don't want to keep walking, you don't want to keep going. But this carrot in front of your face, which you call meaning, is the thing that is making you run. So once you see that this carrot is an illusion, you stop. And for a moment it can happen that you're just not participating. But immediately, after a short time of cleansing, of realizing, you will want to participate. And you will see that beauty can only be seen when you do not project something called meaning onto life. You see, you can live with bliss and peace without heaviness. You can still participate. It is possible. Just see who you are. So it also depends on where you are right now. You see, some people, they have a very light body. They didn't have a lot of trauma in their life. They don't feel so tense. But they don't know who they are, so they still mistake themselves for a personality that they're associating themselves with. They're identified with this personality in the head. So it seems to be a little bit easier for people like that to simply see, I'm just the witness of this personality that is talking in the head. And just simply abide as that witness. There are other people who have had a lot of trauma, or maybe even because of the epigenetics, feel a lot of tension because the whole family tree was filled with trauma, and now you can feel a tense body. You're still this witness, and this witness is full of power. So when you are witnessing the tension of your body without trying to separate yourself from it, so you're looking at the tension in your body, you're looking at this emotional heaviness, this pain, this emotional pain. You're still awake, you're not identified with it, you're not lost in it, you're not caught up in self-pity, but you're fully experiencing the pain. Simultaneously, you are the witness, not being caught up in it. That's what is healing the body. So it becomes softer and softer and more open. Day after day, you feel a little bit better. Some people need to take this road first. Some people are like they have ADHD, or they are constantly watching TikTok and therefore they cannot hold their attention for more than 10 seconds. So it can be helpful to first do focal meditation. I think that's what it's called. Just listen to the sound. It doesn't matter what is happening right now. Even if it's in the middle of the night, there will always be a sense of sound. There's always sound, even if it's very quiet. Just listen to the sound. And now, when you're drifting off into thoughts, come back to the sound. And just feel how it is to simply stay present without being distracted. And then the final goal was to simply recognize that no matter what happens, I'm always this witness. A witness that is looking at the personality that is talking in the head. A witness that is untouched by the emotions and sensations and tensions in the body. A witness that is untouched by the questions of the ego about enlightenment. And then you can also see that everything that is happening in that witness. And then that's the source of energy that you're looking for. You will want to participate. You will want to do stuff. All right. So, and if you, whoever's watching this right now, have a question, please write it down in the comments. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and have a great day.